I got hired as a software engineer last year and I only sent out 45 applications. If I was a junior developer applying in 2026, here's the exact steps I would take. Most juniors are stuck in the same loop. Mass apply on LinkedIn, refresh your email, get rejected, or even worse, don't hear anything back. When I got hired, it wasn't because I cracked a secret algorithm or followed the perfect routine. It was because I did these four specific things that made me stand out in a crowded market. If you stay with me for the next couple of minutes, you'll know exactly what to focus on and, more importantly, stop wasting your time on. First mistake I see juniors making is mass applying. LinkedIn, Indeed, Easy Apply, 10, 20 applications a day, every day is the truth. I still use those platforms, but I use them as a discovery tool, not my main strategy. If all you're doing is clicking apply, you're competing with hundreds, maybe even thousands of applicants that all look identical on paper. Same boot camps, same degree, same keywords, same buzzwords. Instead, I treated job boards as a map, not a slot machine. I'd find companies and then go a bit deeper. I'd find out what they're building, I'd find out the tech stack, and then the problems they're trying to solve. This is the biggest shift juniors need to make. Resumes don't prove you can build. Live projects do. Let me give you a real example. In one of my interviews, they didn't ask about my actual resume. Viewer pulled up one of my projects and said, "Look, this feature you've made, that's actually pretty cool." They already could see that I could actually build things. Not because it was complex, but it was actually solving a real problem. That comment told me everything. They weren't imagining if I could do the job anymore. They were asking me about stuff I already built. That's the difference. A resume only shows your potential, whereas live projects shows them proof. If I was a junior today, I'd have a live portfolio. Doesn't have to be overly engineered, nothing crazy. I had a very simple one, but you have to have at least 2 projects that are live. They can click on and it goes on to the hosted website, and make sure it works. If you click on it and it's broken, that's going to raise concerns for them. Here's the actual secret. They don't care if it's perfect. They just care if it's real. Slightly messy deployed app beats a perfect clone of a tutorial every day. You're not trying to look senior. You're trying to look hireable. Also, your GitHub, make sure you have it active. You can add a easy readme to your page and it just gives them an intro to yourself. Also, that contribution graph, make sure it's active. Don't have lengthy gaps. That's going to raise concerns. Another mistake I see juniors making is having too many unfinished projects. 5, 6, 7 repos, none of them complete. Don't do that. Build 1 or 2 useful things and finish them. A CRUD app, a small dashboard, using some external API. Just show that you're actually building something. One clear problem, one clear solution. Add authentication, fix the errors, and then just deploy it. Have it live. That alone already puts you well ahead of applicants. And a bonus tip, make sure you know what you've built. If you've built the whole thing with AI with 2 or 3 prompts, make sure you know how it works, because they will ask you about your projects. If no one can see that you're building, it doesn't exist. Push code often, deploy your work, share your progress online, even if it's messy. You don't have to be an influencer, you just have to have online presence. You just need to show that you actually are doing the work, that you like this sort of work, and consistency beats polish every time. Here's the part no one wants to hear. Leak code alone will not get you hired as a junior. It only matters after you've proved that you can build real software. If I had limited time, this is how I'd spend it. I'd spend 70% building real projects, 20% learning the fundamentals, and about 10% on interview prep. Most people do that backwards, and that's why they get stuck. That's exactly how I'd approach the market today. No more courses, no more tutorials, just more proof.